KingdomGame is a massively multiplayer online real-time strategy played in both the browser on your desktop but also on your mobile. KingdomGame isn't just about the perpetual war that's happening inside the game world, it's also about the politics in the background around the alliances. The alliances are a huge part of the game, with 10 people mostly in an alliance. You get different roles within that alliance, from the feeders that have lots of farms to the spy masters that are controlling all the espionage for that alliance. Obviously all of that goes towards those warriors that are attacking, and those roles change around. But the real game is the meta game in the background, with lots and lots of diplomacy happening between those alliances to try and get ahead in the game world. Hi, I'm Paul Hutson and I'm the lead developer for KingdomGame. KingdomGame started around about 10 years ago when the iPhone 1 was first released. We created the game, released it on what was known as the Web App Store then, before the Apple App Store arrived, and it shot to #1, and we ended up being at the top of that list for 3 months then, which brought in a huge number of players. Those players continued fighting over the next 10 years across a range of battles, across a range of expansions, and we've brought the game back now using more modern technologies. KingdomGame was the first of its kind. It was built to be responsive. There was no other responsive coding at the time, and so we had to work out a new way of doing things. So we built the game specifically to fit on the iPhone 1 screen. It also had a desktop version as well, but it was mainly around about that mobile side of it. That's completely changed over the last 10 years, and now the mobile side of things is much more mature in terms of language, development and those sort of things. So all of that together, along with some other modern web techniques, has enabled us to become a much more smooth game playing experience. So where are we going from here? We've got an app coming for both iOS and also Android. It will be able to access the game across your existing accounts, but also you'll be able to create new accounts for the new players that are arriving. We've also got lots of expansions that we're working on in the background. The premium players out there are going to be able to vote on which expansions they want first, although one that we're building anyway is the Alliance Wars and Honour system, which we'll talk about in another video. And we want to say a big thank you to all of the people that are playing the game. Everyone that's been sending out the emails to friends, bringing in people, the friendships that have actually been forming inside the game, the wars that are happening. It's you, the community, that are actually making the game happen. And we want to say thank you for the support. Buying the gems and buying the premium packs. Without you, this couldn't be possible. So thank you.